Hello, good afternoon. Sorry I'm a bit late. It's about 4 o'clock Eastern time, and I know on Tuesdays I normally hop on at 2 p.m. Tuesdays at 2, so sorry I was not thinking and booked my daughter's orthodontist appointment for 2:20 today, so I knew I wouldn't be able to get on at the regular time. But we'll see whoever can log on. It's always great to connect with you live. And those of you who are watching the replay, I love to hear from you too, so don't be afraid to comment. My Facebook Lives on Tuesday are really just a chance for me to say hello, tell you what's going on in my Stampin' for Fun world, and to share some stamping. So things are pretty exciting around here right now. We've got a lot going on in the family. Just kids have piano lessons tomorrow, orthodontist appointment today. My oldest son just is doing some job hunting to see if he can get a part-time job. So there's lots going on. Oh, we kind of paid up some rent for his residence for university next year. So there's lots going on in our household, and that's just in the household way. There's been lots going on in my Stampin' for Fun world too. So feel free to just, if you're popping in, let me know that you're here. Just comment and let me know you're on. Those of you that join me regularly know that you get a drawing when you comment, and you'll get a draw ticket if you share my video, and that just allows me to share Stampin' Fun with kind of a wider audience. So please share with your friends, let them know what you're enjoying and what we're doing here, and I'll enter you in a drawing. Just let me know that you shared, because sometimes with Facebook privacy settings I can't see, and I can't enter you in the draw if I don't know that you shared. Oh great, Christina, my son was just calling me. Of course the phone has to ring when I'm doing the Facebook Live. That's what I mean by exciting things in the family too. Always on Tuesday he goes to his friend's house to play. I'm normally not on Facebook Live at this time, so he always calls me when he gets to his friend's house. Anyway, so hopefully the recording is still going strong, even though I got a phone call on my phone here. So let me know if you're watching, share the video, and what's been going on in the Stampin' for Fun world. Let me tell you, I think some of you already know that this past weekend was my ladies' retreat weekend, and it was great. Of course, it was extremely busy leading up to it, because I just wanted to try to make sure I wasn't forgetting any loose ends or any little things, and amazingly, we pulled it off in the final hour, packed everything up, and got everything out the door. Hi, Sarah. So we managed to get it packed in the car. Sometimes it's very tight in the car because I do my retreat up in a little further north than me. It's about an hour and 45 minutes drive from my house, just north. And yes, it was a bit of a tight squeeze. I had to do the kind of like hold the stuff in and like quickly slam the trunk really hard. Hopefully nothing would fall out. But we made it up there, and it was totally worth all the effort, because we had a full house, 36 people in the hotel ballroom, and it just brings such happiness to me when I see the ladies just crafting and chatting and smiling. So all the work and getting everything up there and prepping the make and takes and everything was totally worth it when I saw them kind of visiting with friends and chatting. I think what we'll do now is, let me show you. Okay, so do you remember last week we talked about storage? So let me show you. My storage has arrived. Stampin' Up! Does sell storage to hold ink pads, markers, blends. My storage arrived, and I realized I didn't buy enough, so I placed another order. The storage is available while it's available, and then if it runs out in the warehouse, they will order more, but it may take quite a bit of time for it to come. So if you want to get your storage soon, then you should, because then we don't have to worry about it running out. Okay, so let me show you how I already tried to unpack my storage, and here we go. Let's see if I can turn this around. Hi, Lena. Okay, so this is the storage for the blends markers. Okay, And then I'll see if we can get a little closer here. Let me take this off so that you can kind of see. I don't know how many of you have bought the storage or already received it. So what this one is, oh, this is an open cube, sorry. This is no longer available. This one is already sold out, the open cube. Okay, so I didn't buy enough of the blends things, so that's why I threw it in there. But I'll show you. In here is where the blends markers go. So can you see? You can fit six per shelf. And so when you order one set, it comes, you get 5 trays. Okay, and oops, sorry for the jiggling of the phone here. Okay, so I love it. It certainly makes everything look great. And then over here, the ink pads, and I haven't yet put in the Stampin' Write markers. They go in here. Okay, so you can see all the storage on my online store. There's actually a category for storage. So check out what's there. And it does, it really only fits the new style ink pads. So if you have the old style ink pads, they won't fit in there. But any new ink pads that you purchase will be in this style that will fit perfectly with the storage system. So anyway, I'm super excited about it. I'm still kind of working on how to organize everything on my shelves. So I'm sure we'll come to some sort of solution. Okay, so anyway, I'm excited about that. What else can I show you? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip my camera around because of course we're going to do some stamping. So I see more people are joining in. Yay, it's great to see you on my Facebook Live. Don't forget to comment and let me know you're here, especially if it's your first time watching. I'd love to hear from you, and let me know where you're from. And whoa, okay. Avalanche of my markers there. So let me know where you're from, and then anytime you comment, you'll be entered into a drawing. And of course, if you do need to purchase any storage, you can always go to my, or anything else, you can always go to my website. And it's right here, genevieve.stampinup.net. Let me just make sure you can see everything there. Okay, and you can just use this host code. Any orders in April using this host code, as long as you do it before April the 24th, that's my Sweet and Simple class when I kind of close off the host code. Orders over $50, I will, online orders, I will send you a free package of rhinestones. Okay, so just like that, a free package of rhinestones. So if you need to order the storage or anything else, please go right ahead, genevieve.stampinup.net, click the Shop Now button, and you can use that host code for April. Okay, so let's do a little bit of stamping. Okay, I want to show you part of the fun of my Ladies Retreat weekend are the gifts that the ladies received. So this was one of the gifts, and it is one of the sweet cups that's in the Occasions catalog. Maybe I'll show you what page it is because I think these are easily overlooked. So let me grab it for you. So our retreat theme was sort of that whole sweet treats theme. I used this suite, the How Sweet It Is, as the theme for the retreat, and everybody got paper and cardstock. And here, right here, is where these sweet cups are. So they're only $11.50, and you get 10 of these cups. And I don't know if you can tell, but they're actually a great size. So what I did is I just put a little pack of Smarties with some little grass in there, because really the gift is not the Smarties. The gift is this cute container. So one of the challenges that people found, hi Lindsay, hi Maureen, one of the challenges people found when they bought this, I heard one of my downlines say that it was really hard to decorate it. But the trick that I learned is it's not that you cut the paper, like it's not like you kind of cut a strip of paper and wrap it around, because as you can see, the top is wider than the bottom, so it's not going to be straight. And yeah, isn't it? It is super cute, right? Super cute. Okay, so let me just show you how it was done. You actually take one of the sweet cups, and so it looks like this, and you disassemble it. So you're basically taking out the bottom, and you're cutting at the seam, so this opens up. And then you will trace this onto the designer series paper that you want to wrap around. So if you follow that, then you will have the right template to be able to wrap around. And the top is just using the layering circles dies, and the How Sweet It Is paper, some gorgeous grape cardstock, and then these are the stamps and dies that coordinate with the suite. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that was just one of the little treats that not my little ladies, but you know, the ladies at the retreat weekend received. This is just one of them. They actually get throughout the weekend little pampering handmade treats throughout the weekend. Okay, so let's do a little stamping. Let's start. This is, because the other big news in the Stampin' for Fun world is this weekend I am going to a Stampin' Up! Event in Quebec City. And Stampin' Up! Will have events all around the world this weekend to introduce us to the new catalog. So I am super, super excited about that. Okay, so this is just a regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock cut in half at the 5.5, and I'm just folding it in half at the 4.25. So what we do when we go to Stampin' Up! Events is that we swap. And so this is going to be one of my swap cards. It's called general swapping is what we do. When you just literally walk around and just meet whoever and trade cards. So it's just a card trading extravaganza. So I just thought I'd show you the card that I'm going to make. I probably saw this idea on Pinterest and changed it up a bit to make it a little more easier to make swaps. I'm probably making about 30. I had kind of thought 40, but I think 30 is probably enough at this late hour. We're flying out on Thursday, so I didn't want to overdo it. Oh, let me show you the stamp set I'm using. I'm using the Flowering Desert stamp set. And at first this did not catch my eye in the spring catalog, but it has caught my eye now. I'm just doing a random background using the Mint Macron ink pad. So we'll just do a pattern here. I mean, a lot of it's going to be covered anyway. Oh, I think my Mint Macron ink needs to be juiced up a bit. There we go. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, so I'm just stamping a background on there with the same coordinating ink, the Mint Macron. And then I am going to stamp on, I thought I had all my pieces ready. Here it is. Oh, hi, Debbie. You can put your French you are learning to work. Exactement. I am very excited. Those of you who've been watching and following me know that I have been taking French lessons. I've always had a passion for the French language. And so now the Stampin' Up! Event is in Quebec City. So je peux pratiquer mon français. And I'm going to try and not... I just get very embarrassed, right? Because my French is not very good at all. But I guess the only way to get better is to practice, and where else to practice except with real francophones or people in Quebec. So I'm going to try. I already practiced what I'm going to say when I walk into the hotel. I'm going to say, you know, j'ai une réservation, le numéro de confirmation, like my confirmation number. I'm going to give them, and I'm going to act confident, like I belong there, like I can speak French. I've been practicing. So we'll see how it goes. So the cactus, what is this called again? Sorry, Flowering Desert has all these like little elements on the stamp. So I'm just kind of building it together. I don't even remember what kind of cactus this is called. But anyway, I think there's another one too. Da-da-da. Here, see, there's all different types of cactuses. There's this small one. Oh, Maureen's like, speak English to me. Yes, Maureen and I are going to be roommates. Don't worry, I'll speak English to you. But maybe to everybody else. Like when we go into stores, I'm really going to try to just speak French. Because, you know, why not? I hope they don't laugh at me. But maybe they'll be happy that I'm trying to speak French. I don't really know. But I'm really excited to go to the Stampin' Up! Event because we're going to get to see the new catalog. We are, oh, your husband speaks French. Maybe he'll speak to me. So I just think Lindsay's telling me her husband's coming to the onstage event. Lindsay's one of our Team Stick girls. So good. And I know one of the other Team Stick girls, Sophie, is from Quebec, and she's bringing her husband too. So we can all speak French together. So this sheet of DSP is 2 inches by 5.5 inches. And this DSP, this is to remind me to tell you, Fresh Fig is one of the in colors that are leaving. So here, you can tell this little symbol on the ink pad means it's an in color. So there's 5 in colors that will be retiring with the new catalog. So if you have any of those colors, make sure you buy the refill now. Head right here, genevieve.stampinup.net, hit shop now, buy the refills, buy the cardstock to stock up, because when the retiring list comes out, it'll be coming out this Monday, I believe. So right after On Stage, things are going to be while supplies last, so you don't want to miss out. So anyway, this is one of the retiring colors. This is from the DSP pack. Let me see whether I can grab it. This DSP pack, what's it called here? It is called, I really need glasses, Tranquil Textures. Tranquil Textures. I think it coordinates with the whole Under the Sea suite. And there's a lot of just very kind of graphic, geometric, artsy kind of designs in there. So I'm using this sheet on this card. Okay, so enough talk about French. See, I almost got distracted. Forgot to tell you about the in colors leaving. Okay, so I love seeing the comments, by the way. So don't forget, if you're just joining in, make sure you comment to be entered into the drawing. So that's it. So this, let me hold this up before I stick it down. You can see the detail on the stamp, in the Flowering Desert stamp. You can also see, hopefully you can see, despite the shadow, is that I used the rectangle stitched framelits to cut this out. It just gives a really nice texture to the card. Okay, and so that looks nice, right? But I can't help it. It just needs a little something more. What is that something more? That something more is bling and a sentiment. So I'll show you how I'm doing the bling here. I am using one of the tiny punches from, I think it's called the Happiness Blooms Suite. See, there's all these things in the catalog you might not realize are there until you see it in action. Let me see if I can find that Happiness Blooms Suite and show you where these punches are hiding. They're a set of 4. Okay, so it's in this suite. Right here, there's a set of 4. It's called the Bitty Blooms Punch Pack. 4 different little mini punches. So I'm just using one of them. I am going to pop this out. What's one of your faves, Lena? These mini punches? Is that one of your favorites? Okay, and we are just going to dress up that cactus right there. Okay, so with the Fresh Fig cardstock, which don't forget, if you like this color or if you have this color, now is the time to stock up. Okay, and then we'll put a little jewel there because a woman cannot have too much bling. So here we go. Oh, the DSP. Oh, I didn't know you loved that DSP. I loved it when it first came out, and then it's like I forgot about it, you know? So I'm pulling it out now. I'm using it for my swaps. There. You cannot go wrong with bling. Okay, let's do a little sentiment. Because this stamp set is great, it not only has images, it also has words. So, oh yeah, see? Saguaro. That's what Heather's saying is the name of the cactus plant. I know they have all their special names. So I'm going to use the Fresh Fig ink to coordinate with our Fresh Fig paper. And I'm using the sentiment that says, be your own kind of beautiful. Okay, so we will stamp it right on here. This piece, I believe, is 3.5 inches by 1/2 inch. 3.5 inches by 1/2 inch. And our photopolymer stamps make it absolutely easy to stamp. Okay. There we go. That dresses up the card a bit. Not so plain looking, right? And then I'll grab my Stampin' Dimensionals here and just pop the sentiment up a little bit. Okay, so that's how easy it is to do a little stamping. Very therapeutic, very fun. If you want to connect with me more, please head to my website, genevieve.stampinup.net. I've got lots of events coming up, and I would love to stamp with you. I also have long distance options, so even if you're not near me here in Markham, you can still take advantage of the Take It To Go kits and the different options I have for long distance friends. Okay, and so there we go. There's our finished card. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I never thought, I didn't really think before about using the mint macaron and the fresh fig together, but it actually goes very nicely with the crumb cake, a little bit of neutral down there. Okay, what do you guys think? Let me flip it around and then I'll say farewell. Turn this over. See, I still have to use this old stand to hold my phone. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it. Okay, so thanks for joining in. If you are just joining in now, you can go back to the beginning and see the beginning and watch the stamping part with the Flowering Desert stamp set, and I am so excited to be able to attend the onstage event in Quebec City. So make sure that you like my page. Make sure, I think on my Facebook page that you're on, it will show that there is a group associated with this page. So I have a closed group called Stampin' for Fun with Jen, and I'll also be posting there some pictures from the event, from the new catalog, sneak peek of products, all that sort of stuff. I can't wait to share the excitement with you. So make sure that you're following me, and don't forget to head to my website, Genevieve.stampinup.net. You can do your shopping. Any orders over $50 will get you these pretty rhinestones. Just remember to use the host code that I mentioned earlier in the video. And we will see you next week. Oh, some of you I will see in Quebec. That's right. Oh, Maureen's asking if Linda's behind you. Okay, Linda has to wave now. Hi. I think my other helper, Rebecca, is trying to hide under the table. So my friend Linda can come over. You want to come over? Because now you're going to hear more stamping stories from me. This is my friend Linda, and I call her my Stampin' Mama, because I met her many, many, many years ago before I was really doing Stampin' as a like kind of to the level that I'm doing it now. And we were roommates, sort of through mutual friends. We kind of got hooked up because roommate thing in Salt Lake City. And ever since then, I've kind of followed her around because she always seems to know what's going on. So she's
but
kind
you're
of
the rock star.
but she's always been an encouragement to me. So anyway, she came all the way up, even though she's from Kansas. She decided to go to the Stampin' event, and there's one closer to you, right?
Yes.
You could have gone to Arizona. No, which
I
would be the closer location for you?
Well, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis would have been your closer
They're
location.
supposed to get snow this weekend. So.
Yeah, she decided to come to ours in Quebec City, so she's doing a lot of flying. She flew up to me, then we'll fly to Quebec. Anyway, we'll have a good time. She'll get the Canadian culture. I'm going to make sure to give her poutine and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for joining in. Anybody who comments will be entered into the drawing. Make sure to share the video so we can share the Stampin' Happiness, and stay tuned on my Facebook pages so I can share sneak peeks from the new catalog. Okay, so thanks for joining in. Oh, and the winners from last week, Brenda Dunn and oh, I've forgotten now. And Bev. So both of you, I have your addresses already, so I'll be sending you a little prize. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining in. Bye for now.